Hey everyone, welcome to Firefall News, the show where I talk about stuff that's happening right now in Firefall or will happen very soon. Now we're talking about the new biotech. At first, we say we have health at standard 0%, so the same health as engineers and recons. Movement speed is high, 6.25 meters per second. We're not as fast as a recon, but we're faster than assaults and dreadnoughts. Those guys who will mainly need your assistance when you're playing a dragonfly, for example. So jet energy is very high, 500. Right now we have 300, and as soon as we come to the dragonfly, you will see why this makes sense. And jet energy recharge is at standard 75 per second. So recharge is not this high, but your pool itself is very high, so it's okay. Now, heading over, first of all, the biotech. Its primary weapon is the smart blaster. It was called the biomass launcher. And you have nanotoxin globules, whatever. So you're shooting small balls of poison filled with poison gas that will deal AoE damage on impact in a small area. Alt fire again is aimed on sights, so iron sights is okay. When you think about it, it's not only dealing damage to enemies, but it also heals friendly targets with the primary fire. So iron sights probably not this bad, since you still can damage enemies and heal friendlies with the primary fire. So this is, I think, okay. This is pretty okay. As abilities, we have the healing generator. Yes, it's a biotech, so can be used by Dragonfly and Recluse. Basically no changes here. It's one deployable, so only one. You spawn, and friendlies in its area will get the ceiling beam to them, and they're getting health regeneration through this. Since it's a deployable, the same rules count for it like all the deployables from the engineers. It has one stat battery and can be refilled, kind of. So an engineer can heal your healing generator to keep this up for a longer time, or even 24/7. Then after the healing generator we have the poison ball. The poison ball is like we know it right now. You're throwing one huge ball. This will explode on impact, dealing poison damage to enemies, and enemies who got hit by this are slowed and take damage over time. So no much changes here. Still a pretty awesome ability. Then we have a complete new ability, Adrenaline Rush. And this is special. When you activate Adrenaline Rush, you and nearby allies benefit, and you get a higher movement speed and rate of fire for your weapon. So this is a pretty neat buff for the biotech. And more movement speed, more rate of fire. This is, yeah, pretty neat buff for the biotech. Or the biotechs at all, since the other two can use this too. The ultimate is Heroism. This sounds pretty awesome, and it basically is pretty good. When you activate it, nearby enemies are slowed, and you and nearby allies gain a percentage of damage dealt as healing. So no huge buffs here, but percentage of damage you're dealing, you get back as heal, as self-heal, and even your allies. So, since the passive perks are gone and you don't get self-heal for every damage you're dealing, this is kind of a way to get back the self-heal, not even for you, but also for nearby allies. It is a pretty awesome ability. No question about this. Yeah, great stuff from the Biotech, group buff, heal stuff, and all the stuff, and also damage. Heading over to the Dragonfly. Now, remember, we have jet energy very high and the second highest run speed. We have the Bio Rifle. This fires rapidly that harm enemies, so primary fire deals only damage. Now, secondary fire. Iron sights, you say? No. You aim on an ally, press right click, and hold it down. You will create a beam from your weapon to your ally that will heal him or her. But this will consume jump jet energy. Right now, you spend, I think, 15 shells per one floop little heal. And this will really deal massive heal and will only cost you jump jets. And this is why a pool of 500 jet energy is pretty awesome for the Dragonfly. Yes, it will take some time to regen, but you're not wasting your ammunition and the regen is still high enough. So, pretty awesome change here, and it looks also pretty awesome. As abilities, we have the Healing Wave, really no changes here. Expect it's now Dragonfly only and not Biotech, so can't be used by the other twos. Healing Wave, a wave in front of you that heals friendly targets, and enemies are getting damaged and knocked back. So really exactly like it is right now. Awesome ability. Then you have Emergency Response. Some people who want to bitch around, healing ball is gone. No, it got better. Here we have again two abilities merged into one and reworked. This is now a teleport ability, and where you teleport, you will have a little heal explosion. I'm so excited about this, I lost my voice. So you teleport to your friendlies and have a heal explosion healing all of them. Pretty awesome. I really love the rework or creation from this ability, however you want to say it. Really awesome. Great work here. The ultimate is the Healing Dome. It's exactly the one we have right now. You have a dome around you and all allies in it getting healed. Great. Now, heading over to the Recluse. Yes, I mentioned it earlier. The passive perk for self-heal per damage is basically gone. Now the second thing. Primary weapon is now the Bolt Driver. It was the Bio Crossbow. And basically the primary fire is still the same. But the secondary fire is gone. You have iron sights on this. And before you start your shitstorm, let me tell you something. A skilled recluse right now placed a single outfire shot to deploy a poison heal, a poison cloud, and use its primary fire to deal massive damage to the enemies that are still getting dot damage through the one poison cloud. This is how it is meant to be played right now. But since everyone was spamming old fire, having 3000 clouds of gas around everywhere that won't deal more damage. Nearly everyone is playing it wrong. Yes, I will get a lot of shit for this, and I know why so much people love the Recluse. Even after a hard, long work day, you're totally burnt out, you just want to sit on your computer, play for 1 or 2 hours, don't want to concentrate this much. Recluse, this is your frame, this is your chance. Go out there, spam Alt for AoE, get self-heal, hit shit without concentrating. Great. I know why people love the Recluse. But I can also see why they changed it. The primary fire deals so much damage. And iron sights help you to hit better with the primary fire. And since all the abilities, or the cooldown for abilities got reduced really massively, dramatically, whatever, you're still able to deal a lot of AoE damage, so don't worry about this. Speaking about abilities, we have Creeping Death. This is really, we have no change here. You fire a single bolt, a poison cloud will create, it's getting bigger and bigger, and enemies inside will take damage over time, sure. Now Poison Trail is Recluse only. The one right now is you leave a Poison Trail and you as a person have to run through all the enemies, getting all the shots right in your face by deploying Poison Trail. So basically no one used it. Now this one is pretty awesome. Not you have to run through the enemies, you fire a small ball, kind of, and the ball will leave the Poison Trail. So you aim somewhere, use the ability, and this will go by itself through all the enemies, deploying the Poison Cloud, that's dealing poison damage to all the enemies. And you don't have to be inside the enemy group getting shot right in the face. So, pretty awesome rework here, and now it's a Recluse only. And for Ultimate we have Necrosis. Basically no change here at all. You still have the big poison cloud around you, and with this ability you have to go inside the enemy, the group of enemies. Alone, probably, yeah, good luck with this, kind of. But as team play, when, for example, a Raptor throws a smoke screen in there, so enemies won't hit you this much, and you're getting less damage when you're getting hit, or with taunt abilities, whatever, this is a pretty strong ability. If you're able to use it all by your own, running right into the enemies, I don't know, we will see. And yeah, that's it with the Biotechs. Yeah, give it a try. In my opinion, Recluse got really buffed, it got much stronger, but for the cost of brain AFK. You now have to concentrate while playing this. For a lot of people, or nearly, I would say 103% of all Recluse players, this is a no-go and shitstorm, but in my opinion, as someone who played an AoE Fire Cat, who loved being inside the enemies, man, this sounds wrong. I think it got time for a rework, and now you can deal more damage with the Recluse, deal more efficient damage, but yeah, you have to concentrate more. Give it a try before you run crying away. Give it a try. You will be surprised how much damage the Recluse can deal. And with this said, I'm out. Wish you an awesome time, and I hope I see you in game. Bye.